Hello, sir.
Yes.
हाँ जी सर.
Yes, last time हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे पेटेंट एक्ट. यस, पेटेंट एक्ट 1970. What the basic principle of 1970 patent act? What the use it?
Basic principle is like that. We need to protect the uh, intellectuality of people, because when we don't protect, the other people can exploit them. So the people who was the original or inventor will not create new innovations, and when we don't have new innovations, we will not have new opportunities to grow on them. So that is why we need to protect the intellectual property. There are certain kinds of theories which like utilitarian theory have given the same thing that I have said. So this is the basic principle. We need to protect the intellectuality of the people. So that is why we have the Indian patent system in our country.
Is what the main purpose of patent act in India, in world?
Patent Act 1970 provides the full legislation in our country, so that people can register themselves and have certain rights to protect their intellectuality, and prevent the unauthorized use of their intellectual property, and such that they have new innovations, and we can grow, and we have new opportunities on those innovations as well. So that is the basic principle. We provide the patents to people in our country.
Yes, good. Any drawback of patent act 1970?
Patent at 1970, yes, it may have yes, it can have drawback, and therefore we have amended it uh, yes, in 2002, in 2005, in 1999 we have amended this patent act as well. Yeah, things being amended time to time, so that we can grow the best Indian patent system we can have.
Yes. What the punishment of patent act 1970?
Penalty is that certain person or organization can be jailed, or some a good amount of money can be uh, fined on them. Actually, if they again found to be if they again found to be doing infringement, the heavy fine can be imposed on them, and also they can be jailed on the basis of that,
Yes, 2 year
like
jail.
for 1 year. Uh,
Yes. What the IPC of patent act? Do you have any idea?
uh, no, sir. I don't have idea about IPC of Indian patent systems.
Yeah, next move on Vivo. What is Vivo?
Can you repeat the question? Your voice just break.
Yes,
Can you
Vivo,
do once
Vivo.
more? Sorry, sir.
Intellectual property rights. WIPO, WIPO. What is the role of WIPO? What is WIPO?
WIPO.
Yes, World Intellectual Property
Yeah.
Rights Organization.
WIPO is the organization set up by the United Nations. Yes. World Intellectual Property Organization that has been set by the United Nations in the year 1967 to have a proper legislation to provide the rights and promote the to promote the innovation based on the intellectual of the mind of the people. Okay, so we have WIPO, which legislate all over the country, all over the world, to have certain kind of systems such that uh, people's have their proper way of doing intellectual properties things.
Yes, how many country in WIPO?
Uh, currently, uh, Currently we have 193 countries that have been registered in the WIPO.
Yes, who
Uh,
run? Yes, who is the head
Hello,
of
sir.
WIPO
Voice
and who
audible?
runs?
Head of WIPO is something like Dan, exactly, but it is like some Dan
Yes, yes,
name
Darren. Yes,
writing like
Darren. Yes, yes.
Darren. Yes, Darren. Darren.
Yes, what the main mission of WIPO, World Intellectual Property Rights Organization?
Main main mission of WIPO is to protect the rights to protect the rights of the people which have invented things based on their intellectual mind. Okay, sir. And to promote innovation and generate new opportunities in the growing world. This is the main basis of the WIPO. Okay, in the WIPO there have been many conventions out of based on them we have created new legislation and we have certain amendments in them, and that is where the WIPO system has been created. Currently 193 countries have been part of the WIPO, and they do follow legislation and create their legislation in their respective countries as well.
Yes, when did India join the WIPO?
uh, I think it's a 1975 India joined WIPO.
Yes,
uh, it was in 1975.
yes, yes, right. Yes,
Yes,
what?
yes.
Yes, what the rank of WIPO in India 2023?
uh, Rank of India in WIPO, sir, I can't remember the rank actually.
Yes, 40
I
rank.
think
Yes,
it's
23 is 40 rank. Yes, 41 is 22 rank. Yes, 2023 rank is
40.
40.
Okay, sir. Uh, Global Innovation Index. Okay, sir. It is 40. Okay, sir.
Yes, yes. Economics in the Global Innovation Index 23. Yes. Rank published.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Yes,
Yes.
yes. We have 40th rank in Global Innovation Index, right, in
Yes.
2023.
Ranking published by the World Intellectual Property Rights. Yes. Is BPO a patent and patent act?
No, WIPO is not a patent act. WIPO is the organization uh, in which creates legislation, and those legislation are to be followed by the members of the WIPO, and those member country have to create legislation in their own countries based on the principle of the WIPO organization. India also has complied to the WIPO's legislation and created Indian patent systems. Yes, this is the way the WIPO is working, and how the patent systems are governed and created in a country.
Yes. Good. What the difference between WIPO and WTO?
WIPO is a special organization set up by the UN to look after the intellectual properties. But WTO is an organization which looks up after the world trade going on at the world level. So World Trade Organization
Hello, sir.
monitors the World Trade Organization's values. Uh, but the WIPO is specifically dedicated to the intellectual properties.
Yes, WIPO is a observer to the TRIPS Council, yes, na? And WTO is observer status at the WIPO.
Yes, yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, TRIPS, yes. What the full form of TRIPS?
Trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights agreement in it was an agreement
Yes.
we, which is also complied by the India. Hello.
Yes. Yeah, next move on patent design. Yes, what is patent design?
Patent design. mm, patent design specifically means designs related to the industrial things, uh, industrial design, right? So the designs are also protected by the patent systems as well. uh, yes. Uh, Industrial, yes. Yes, this thing only I know. uh, Actually, I can't remember designs.
Yes, next move on Patent Act 2011. Do you have any idea? 11, 2013.
um, no, sir, I don't have very much idea, but it has been amended 7 times. Uh, it has been the patent rules has been amended 7 times after 2003. The patent rules are in force from 20th April 20th April 1972. It has been in force since 20th April 1972. It has been amended 7 times from the 2003 year.
Yes, Patent Act 2011, 2002. What the main application of these act? 5,
Actually, sir, I don't know about the uh,
other act.
uh, uh, yes, yes,
Okay, no problem. Yes, next move on. The current issue. Yes, no. Point number 8.
yes,
Yes. Point number 7. Yes, no. We have discussed point 6. Point number 7 is a current issue. Last 1 year current affair. Yes. प्री और मेंस में कितना करंट था वो आपने पढ़ा होगा। प्री में भी करंट था 30 मार्क्स और मेंस में भी था 20 मार्क्स। यस ना।
current affairs.
यस करंट अफेयर करंट इश्यू लास्ट 1 ईयर। जैसे करंट
Okay.
इश्यू जैसा भी चल रहा है इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड है। क्या है ये कुछ आइडिया है इसके बारे में?
Uh, yes, sir. Electoral bond is a is a certain kind of bond which is provided by the State Bank of India from the year 2018, such that the political parties can have their donations, because can have the donation in a legal way. Because what happens before 2018, the political parties generate money from the uh, illegal means, and those people donate illegally to them. That is called black money. So that is why in the 2018, Arun Jaitley proposed a way in which the political party can legally receive the donation from the people of the country. Okay, so that was the electoral bond, but after that, the Supreme Court has said that is not a constitutional way of receiving money in the legal way, and so all the politics is going on after that.
But the drawback of electoral bond in our country.
Drawback of electoral bond is that we cannot know about the person who has purchased the electoral bond from the SBI, and it has given to a political party. Actually, we cannot know which person who purchased the who have purchased the electoral bond, and that person has goes to some party, and that electoral bond is given to that party. So the way the things we don't know that which man goes to which party. That receiving party just submit that electoral bond to the SBI, and the money is granted to them. So the which person gives which bond to which person, party, we don't know. This is the way. This is the way the electoral bond was about. But the drawback is again is that if the electoral bonds are eliminated, the old things will come back. The black money kinds of work will again uh, be more in use. Okay, the electoral bond just provided the legal way from the SBI. But when we don't have, we will again have black money kinds of work, which will again more promote the such illegal way of earning money to the political parties.
Yes, does under the electoral board is comes in under RTI?
RTI, no, it was not in RTI. But after the intervention of the Supreme Court had ordered the SBI to release the information about the receiver of the to release the uh, information about the who purchased the how much electoral bonds, and yes, that information was released by the Supreme Court on after that court case.
Yes, yes.
But the RTI system,
What the disadvantage of issuing bond, electoral bond?
disadvantage like that. It is a we cannot know we cannot know which person has given its electoral bond to which party. Okay, because which person is supporting which party, we don't know. If a certain party uh, threatens that person to donate to them, we don't know which person has been threatened to which party. So it is a not a fair, it is not transparent way of dealing the things. Okay, so yeah, we actually cannot know the name of the person which have donated to the which party. Not transparent.
Yes. Next, move on current issue G20. Yes. What the main application of G20 in our country and
G20,
globally? And what the role of G20 in India?
the role of the G20 is India because it will attract investment in countries. It will the other countries will have more belief in our country, so that we can their people can come to our country, can invest in our country, and all the things. G20 is an organization which has been set up earlier uh, uh, around something like 20 to 15 years before. It comprises of 19 countries and two uh, unions like European Union and African Unions, which is has been just added by the in the year 2023 by the Prime Minister of India. Uh, yes, and G20 is basically a 1 year program in which the various kinds of meeting based on the employment, tourism, education, defense, uh, water, energy conservation, and all other things. All other these meetings are organized throughout the year uh, in the various parts of the country, and in the various parts of countries these meetings were being arranged, and those parts of country were being so much celebrated, so much decorated, so so the incoming countries can have views about the India and attracting the investment in India's and uh, gaining the more resilience on our country as well.
Yes, good. Next, move on. Latest current issue is CAA. CAA, yes, Citizenship Amendment Act. Yes, what the main application of CAA in India? Next, please.
Citizenship Amendment Act. It is as it says Citizenship Amendment. Yet, because in the northern border of the country and in the northeast states and in the Punjab, Kashmir, and Rajasthan side, we have very much big problem of incoming peoples which have been exploited in their countries like Pakistan, Myanmar, Bangladesh. It is a very much big problem in the neighboring and the bordering state. Like in Assam, we have very much a great number of people that has been migrated to the Assam in the opportunity to live there, to have employment there, and to use resources of there. But the local people have expressed their anguish on them because they occupy their land and start using their resources. So this is a and it is not a recent problem. It is a very long. It is a problem since the independence of India, and local people are very much against about it. But the government has to take decision because the people that has come to India are uh, are to a certain degree they are being exploited on the basis of their religion. So yes, I think yes, Citizenship Amendment Act need to verify the people on the basis of that exploitation, and yes, we can grant we can grant a citizenship in our countries. Yes, because when we have certain kinds of problems in countries, very big illegal activities which can be against the country's favor, nation's favor, is also the big problem for our country. So yes, we need to uh, eliminate such kind of threats to our country.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
what are the eligibility of CAA?
Eligibility of CS. Actually, sir, I don't know the exact eligibility, but yes, uh, people that has come before the 2014 year and have been living in India have been granted the citizenship based on their exploitation and history of their origin.
Yes, before
Like in
31st
Rajasthan, we
December
have
2014. Yes.
yes, sir.
Yes, what's the difference between NRC and CAA?
NRC is a national registered citizenship, right? Whoever is a citizen of India will have their name registered in the national register, right? So this is a simple thing. But C is a citizenship amendment. Anyone living in India have its original person of India have to register their name in the national register. It is a simple thing. But Citizenship Amendment Act is like applicable to the people outside of India, which has come here and want to become the people of India, want to have shelter. C is for them. NRC is not a big deal. It is just a register so that we can have name with how many people and who is living in the country. Just
Yes, why Muslim are not included in CAA and NRC?
uh, actually, sir, in 1947, the country was being divided on the basis of the religion. So specifically, the area like Pakistan have Islamic Republic, right? Uh, before the 1947, the things were not like that. People lived happily, but after the certain people of their community, just wanted to divide just wanted to have more power, wanted to create a separate country. That is why they created a Pakistan. And the people at those and the leaders at those time promised to us that the people living here, like from other communities, will not suffer. But after that time, the people and the things went wrong. The military has very much influence on their political activities and in country as well. Uh, so that is why the being Islamic Republic, like Pakistan, we have also Afghanistan, we have Bangladesh, right? The population of all other minorities are being very much reduced. It is like in single percentage number right now. So the people, okay, and the people of their culture belongs to originally was the Indian culture, right? So the government has, I think, taken those steps to include those people in amendment act, like Sikh, Hindu. Yes, sir.
Yes, what are the disadvantage and drawback of CA? Yes.
CA disadvantage of CA is like that we cannot be sure about which person belongs to which culture, which origin. Okay, so it is a very very difficult thing to have clear clarity about the origin of a person. So this is a very much big deal because when if a person get citizenship through a CA Act, then after some time they create problems in a country. So again, this is a way of creating more theft to our country. So people, so the Indian government, courts, and the administrative level have to be administrative people have to be very much sure about those facts. Because the area like northeast have very much Naxal problem, right? We have a country like Myanmar in which from last 2 years there is a there is a military invasions in their political system. So it is a very much sensitive issue.
Yes. Good. Yes. Next, move on science tech like Gaganyaan mission. Yes. Chandrayaan third.
Yeah, Gaganyaan mission is an Indian mission in which the Indian Space Research Organization named ISRO is trying to explore the trying to explore the space around the Earth, in which we can have more insight about the Earth is being uh, uh, about that geographical and all the things, other things. And yes, Chandrayaan third was a very very much accomplishment for India, very very big achievement for India, because India is the only country which have reached the south pole of the moon. Before us, before the Russian space agency also tried to land a rover on the surface of the moon at the south pole, but they were unsuccessful. India is the only country which has successfully landed the rover on the surfaces of moon. So it is a very much big achievement for us, and it is also recognized by the international community as well. This is a very big achievement. India is only the fourth country which have reached the moon and established a presence on the moon. And the point where the land has been taken was named as Shiv Shakti Point.
Yes. And next one is Aditya L1. What's your opinion about Aditya L1 from India?
Aditya L1 is a mission which is focused on sun, it is focused on sun and to observe the sun and its uh, re- uh, and the activities about the sun and how the radiation is being emitted from the sun time to time. The Aditya L1 mission is a mission which is based on the Lagrange point between the Earth and the Sun. Lagrange point is that in which there is a cancellation of the gravity effects of the Sun and Earth, and at that point there is a no gravity, and at that Lagrange point the satellite will not give any gravity and it will be held stationary at that point. And at that point, that observer and the sun is being observed, and how the solar activities are governed will be monitored by the Aditya L1 mission.
Yes, good. Next one is new, other is BRICS. Yes. What's the main application? What the role of BRICS in India? What the role of India in global level in BRICS? Explain.
BRIC is an organization which was set up by the growing economies at that time, right? BRICS was actually four member, right? BRIC, Brazil, Russia, India, and China. But later on, the South Africa was also added, right? The last year in the 2023, many more other countries like Saudi Arabia, uh, Egypt, and some other central countries have been included in BRICS. And BRICS is all about the economic growth of all this area, right? So that we can use our currencies, BRICS own currencies, to eliminate the Western influence on our economies, like that. Growth, innovations, overall opportunities, creation of other opportunities is all about the BRICS, which is focused about.
Yes,
Uh,
G20. Yes, G20 organization is what the main motto of G20 organization.
G20, the main motto of the G20 organization is the collectiveness of all the countries, such that we can have more new big opportunities to create a better world for the people living at the world level, right? So it is an organization which helps to foster the people at uh, a better level, so that people have better opportunities for their future.
Yes, what the theme of G20?
Vasudev Kutumbakam was the theme of G20. It means all the people of the world is like a family. Vasudev Kutumbakam is a Sanskrit word.
Yes.
One earth, one family, uh,
Yes. One Earth,
one
one
future.
family, one future.
Yes, sir.
Yes, main other one is new motto is G20 is global biomass. Yes, petrol is
Global bio.
mass. Yes, petrol used in 20% is biomass.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We blend ethanol
Ethanol.
at
Yes.
about 20% in alcohol. Yes, yeah, yes. Actually, I think Indian government has also started mixing ethanol in the petroleum. Actually, have started. I think so. I have heard in news.
Yes, other terms are also in current affair, current issue in last 1 year. Carbon trading, carbon, black carbon. Yes, do you have idea? Black carbon, carbon trading, carbon emission.
Yes, yes. The emission of carbon is a way how much pollution is being created in a country. Like for developing countries, it's a very much big problem, because to develop we have to set up industries, and industries is obviously will produce pollution. So it is a very big problem for the developing countries to control the carbon emission, right? India has set up a dream uh, that in 2070 will be carbon emission free, right? We have also taken DMRC, Delhi Metro Rail Corporation, has also taken an initiative like that. In their ticketing system, they have imprinted how much carbon is being saved when we travel from the metro, right? Metro is a electrically operated transit system, so that is where the carbon emission is a way the how much pollution is being produced in a country. It is a very big problem for a developing country.
Yes, good. Next move on. Other topic is UCC. Yes,
Uh, yes, sir. What you said?
UCC.
You
Uniform Civil Code.
okay? Uniform civil code. Yes. In the Indian Constitution, Article 444 state as the all the people of the country must be treated in a same eye of the law. So, uniform civil code is a legislation which have to be proposed by the Indian government, and at a long time, courts are also suggest that we have same kind of law for every person of India, so that discrimination is not created at the country level. But it is again a very rich problem because some communities have their own way of religious way of doing things. Yes, it is a very uh, disputed matter, but I think it is a yeah, it will be implemented in the future because it will create same level for every people. In the Indian state like Goa, UCC is already being implemented, right? All the people at there at Goa have to be treated on the same grounds, not based on their communities. At for example, at the marriage, at divorce, at uh, at other at levels, they have been treated same, not based on their religious ways.
Yes, which state implemented in UCC in our country? First one.
Uh, I think it is Himachal Pradesh, right? I think it's Himachal Pradesh
Uttarakhand.
or Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand, right, sir? Himachal Pradesh, or yeah, Uttarakhand, sir.
Uttarakhand is first. Yes,
Yes,
what
sir.
the drawback and limitation and disadvantage of UCC?
Advantage is again like that people.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage is like that it is very much difficult to agree people to have uniform way of treating the people because people have their year old customs. Also in in some parts of India, like we have Adivasi people, right? And Adivasi people are very much accustomed to their customs. They are not easily they are not easily uh, can be made to agree on those grounds. For example, like Andaman people, Lakshadweep people, Meghalaya people, Northeast and others Northeastern states people have their own way, have their own communities, have their own way of living, have their own culture, own dresses, own languages, own food. So they are very much cut from the other parts of India. Right? They feel that they have their own country, have their own place. They don't feel that there is a separate kind of thing. So they will not accept the UCC. So also the government has also have rules and regulation to protect their culture. So that is why the UCC have a big disadvantages to how to agree those people which are accustomed to their customs and like Adivasi people in all these areas
Yes, why UCC is not possible in India? What the reason?
because of its diversity. There are very much diversity in the India. People belongs to very much different religious communities, languages, places, like that. And on the basis of that, the people are very much accustomed to their customs. They will not be easily changed. They will